Welcome to POF Television, Mr. David Oguzierem.
Thank you.
You are the chairman of Rivers Defense Alliance. What does that mean?
Yeah, Rivers Defense Alliance is an organization set up to defend, promote, and publicize the interest of Rivers people and Rivers residents. We're out to champion whatever will help Rivers State become better. We're there to protect and secure the interests of Rivers State, both in politics and in social and economic aspects.
You put up a press release very recently titled Tinubu, Wike, and Damagum, how PDP was sold in London.
Yes, I did.
That has gone beyond Rivers State, I guess.
Yes.
So what is the message? What are you trying to tell the Nigerian public?
The exit of Jonathan has seen a lot of issues rise up within the fold of PDP. And if you are a keen student of history, you discover that there were certain characters, individuals, personalities that were responsible for the current challenge that PDP is having. And key among them is the current Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, His Excellency Chief Nyesom Wike, the former governor of Rivers State. In 2015, he was at the center of the challenge that PDP faced. Let me refresh your memory. In Rivers State, then the Right Honorable Chimikoro Amechi was the governor of Rivers State, and there was this political fight between Amechi and the Goodluck family. That is especially the wife of the president then, Patience Goodluck Jonathan, who is also from Rivers State. Now, there was a challenge, a kind of political battle between both of them, and Amechi left the PDP and went to the APC. And by the time you know it, the current minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, became the leader of PDP in Rivers State, working hand in hand with Patience Jonathan. That effort, that collaboration between Jonathan's wife and Jonathan himself and Wike helped to destroy the leadership of Amechi as leader of PDP. Now, since that time, the battle ensued between Amechi faction and Wike faction. And that war extended to the Jonathan presidency. And I can tell you for free that the reason why Jonathan lost his presidency was because Amechi put together all the other governors, because he was the chairman of the governors forum. He brought all the other governors together and they moved to APC. That gave APC the leverage, the capacity to unseat Jonathan. Amechi and co made their own contribution, and Jonathan lost the presidency because of the greed of the current minister of FCT. His insatiable desire to grab power by every cost cost Jonathan, cost PDP the presidency in 2015. And ever since the exit of Jonathan, we can see that Nyesom Wike metamorphosed into a full-blown dictator. And we have seen him take so many persons to court. He brought Ali Modu Sharif as the national chairman of PDP. He was responsible for the destruction of Sharif. He took him to court, especially when he was a governor. He brought him to Port Harcourt courts. Then we used to call Port Harcourt court supermarket, Nyesom Wike supermarket, because he will go rush to the court and buy an injunction. He will buy an order against Sharif. And finally, he destroyed Sharif. After Sharif, he came up with another person from Rivers State, Uche Secondus, Prince Uche Secondus, as the national chairman of PDP. He brought him. The moment Secondus decided to do his job professionally as a national chairman, he started fighting Uche Secondus. And he used the same court to also destroy Uche Secondus. After that, the same Nyesom Wike came up that he wants Iyorchia Ayu from Benue State as the next national chairman of PDP. It is Nyesom Wike also, when Ayu decided not to dance to his selfish tune, Ayu decided to balance power and ensure that the best at that time becomes perhaps the presidential candidate or the governorship aspirants candidates in their various states. He said Nyesom Wike came up, Ayu must go. And he fought to nail, connect with the former governor of Benue State, and they removed Iyorchia Ayu as the national chairman of PDP. So PDP has suffered because of one single man and his insatiable appetite for power. His will to remain permanently in power. That is what has led PDP to where it is. And we, as lovers of the party and men who believe that opposition must exist to ensure that the government in power is held accountable, we must shout. We must ensure that all of us raise our voice to say, Honorable Minister of FCT, it is not proper for you to be in PDP, which we have seen several videos that you have vowed to stand by the party. We have seen several videos where you have promised that no matter what, you are going to stand by the party that made you. In 1999, PDP gave you the platform to become a local government chairman. PDP gave you a platform to become a chief of staff to Right Honorable Chibike Amechi. PDP gave you a platform to become a minister, a junior minister of education under Jonathan, and later became the full-fledged minister of education. PDP gave you the platform to become a governor of Rivers State for 8 years. I mean, it is naturally proper to show appreciation by not destroying that organization, by not sabotaging that organization, by not betraying that organization, by not blackmailing that organization. What we are saying is that the current disposition and actions of Chief Nyesom Wike is destroying the only opposition voice we have. And if he succeeds, he will have silenced the opposition. And in a country where there's no position in the polity, that country is doomed and dead.
Well, all the accusations you put against Nyesom Wike, the present SCT minister, are what other people will count as his strength, as a support base for the party, while others abandoned the PDP during the time of Amechi that you spoke about, that he probably remained the only man standing for PDP and not fighting for himself, but fighting for the solidity of the party. What do you have to say about that?
Let me agree with you that he made contributions to the party. Yeah, it is a natural thing to do. It is the proper thing to do as a politician when you have an ambition. Perhaps you don't know the man we're talking about too well. Whatever he did was out of selfishness, because if you are not selfish, why will it be that when you were not choosing, you now decided to bury the party? Yes, we know some characters within the PDP left even when the party needed them most, such as Atiku Abubakar. But something made them to leave, such as Right Honorable Chibike Amechi, who was a sitting governor. Amechi alighted from the PDP. These men were chased out because this Nyesom Wike has already planned to be a governor, to be a president. And so therefore, whoever that will stand on his way to actualizing his ambition must be destroyed, must be killed. Yes, we are doing politics. I agree with you. It's allowed that you should fight the system to win. But our grounds that you sell your own party, why betray your party? We celebrated his emergence as the minister of the FCT under the able leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Rivers people accepted it, we celebrated it. But the question is, you cannot be in APC, one leg in APC, and then one leg in PDP. We are saying that, look, you cannot be in APC. You are serving the APC government as a prominent minister because you are like a governor. We have 36 states in Nigeria. Abuja is equivalent to the 37 states in Nigeria. And you are like the governor of Abuja. So your activities against the APC, against the PDP, will be highly questionable by some minds. Your efforts, which perhaps you think is good for you, might be seen to destroy the party. And that is exactly what we are saying, that the collaboration between Nyesom Wike and the acting national chairman of PDP, Iyorchia Ayu, is affecting the fortune of the PDP. Since ever Damagun become the acting national chairman, please can you tell me which state has PDP won? And immediately after the elections, have you seen what has been the statement or the body language of the national chairman? We have seen continual failure, sustainable failure from the current leadership of the PDP. And most members of the party are not happy. And I believe that every Nigerian who believes in the power of opposition party has their own contribution in every democracy. Nigerians must not encourage the destruction of the opposition voice because the opposition guides the government in power. The opposition helps the incumbents to ensure that it succeeds as administration. And Nyesom Wike has become the champion of the destruction of the opposition voice because of selfish ambition. We don't want another military government. So therefore, those who are moving and operating like dictators must be disencouraged so that democracy, which all of us labored to build, can last. And then we can also bequeath our children a democratic government, because I believe that the worst form of democracy is still far better than the best military government.
Are you saying that Wike was wrong in his position after the presidential primary election of the PDP, where Atiku emerged the presidential candidate, and he requested that the party leadership, in terms of its chairman, should move from the north to the south so that there is a balance in power?
Thank you. The desire or the request of Nyesom Wike at that time was right. It was right because Nigeria has a way of balancing power in every political organization. The leader of the party, or perhaps the president, must come from a region different from that of the national chairman. The national chairman and the president must not come from the same region. When the president comes from the south, like in the case of Obasanjo, all the national chairman came from the north. When they came to Yar'Adua as the president, the national chairman came from the south. When they get to the turn of Jonathan, the national chairman, almost all of them, came from the north. That is a proper balance of power. But in the case of Nyesom Wike's agitation at that point in time last year, before the elections, Atiku Abubakar was not the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The primary election has just been conducted, and Atiku Abubakar emerged as the presidential candidate, not the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You cannot, in the midst of campaign, begin to think about having a convention, because the constitution of the PDP says it's only at the national convention that you can remove a sitting chairman. So this campaign, there is conscience, there is natural judgment that you should sense that we're in a campaign. Let us await after the campaign. The moment we win, it will be justified to now make a demand and say, now PDP has won. We have you as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You cannot come from the same region with the national chairman. Please, can we do a convention and return the national chairmanship office to the South? So, Nyesom Wike's agitation was right, but it was done at the wrong time. That was our challenge then. That was the wrong time that you are agitating for that. Okay. And when you were told something, say, wait, let's finish the elections. You said no, because there is a premeditated motive. Already, you are looking for an excuse to destroy your party and destroy the presidential fortune of your party by working against your party. And the moment they said, no, we cannot do that now. Let Ayu superintendent over the elections. After the campaign and the elections, if we win, then we can immediately reorganize the party structure. And immediately, you heard that. You connive with other 5 governors, and then you went to the APC, had a meeting with the APC, and decide to destroy your own party.
Let me vow, today, anybody who emerges here, I will support the person to the fullest. Anybody who emerges here today, I will support the person to the fullest. Because I'm a committed party person, because I love this party, because since 1998, I've been in this party. I work for this party. I will not go anywhere. This is my party.
Nyesom Wike is not a man who lives by his word. He doesn't live by his promises. He's a man who betrays himself. He's a man who disappoints his own words. A man should be able to keep to his word. That's what we call sacrifices. Whether you are losing, whether you're gaining. In sport, you must make a sacrifice. You must make concessions. You must understand that the sportsmanship requires that you must not win all the time. But Chief Nyesom Wike is a man who believes that he should win all the time. And that is why we are warning the current president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to also be wary. This man has a history of attempting to destroy all the people he has partnered with in the past. Go through history. So his own case will not be different. We know that very soon, both of them will disagree. We know that very soon, something will happen that perhaps will motivate the president to drop him as a minister. Because you cannot harbor a nuisance as a minister. You cannot continually have a minister who is fighting everybody. You are fighting your party, you are fighting your state governor, you are fighting landowners in Abuja, you are fighting properties owners in Abuja, you are fighting investors in Abuja, you are grabbing land here and there. Such a minister is not really helping the image of Mr. President. And so the very day the president realizes this and decides to ask him, please, can we drop you? Then you will know that all the secrets and all the dark side of this administration, someone will bring them to the media.
One of the accusations of Wike against the Ayu leadership in the PDP was that Ayu actually conspired in a manner that led to the defeat of Wike in the presidential primary election.
Well, that is politics. That is politics. Nobody in the actual sense is neutral in politics. That's the truth. I cannot exonerate the culpability of Chief Iyorchia Ayu during the primaries. I cannot. Because that is what politics is all about. All the candidates must woo the national chairman. He must woo the party members. The national chairman, even though he's the umpire, he's the national chairman, but he's also a member of the party. And the national chairman has interest. So perhaps the national chairman have seen all the candidates and have decided to support the candidate he feels is better positioned, is better qualified to take up the mantle of leadership of the party. I cannot exonerate him because I know that is what happens in politics. The officers of the party at a point will take side when they discover that a particular aspirant is better qualified than others. And for me, if Ayu has taken a stand, for example, that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is his candidate for the office of the presidency at that point in time, that should not be a reason why you destroy your party, because it's just 4 years. If you behave in a way that shows that you're a good sportsman, if you behave in a way that shows that you can make sacrifices for your party members are watching. And after 4 years, they may likely decide to support your ambition and vote for you. But having gone the way to destroy the party, to malign the party, to take the party to court on several issues that are not necessary, using fronts, honestly, that is not the proper way to be a good party man. And I doubt if party members will give him the opportunity to serve the PDP again.
How have all these affected Rivers State to the extent that you came up with RIVDAL?
That judgment by the Federal High Court in Abuja, which stopped the allocation. That judgment was delivered by Justice Joyce Abdul-Malik. That judgment will stop an allocation of a federating unit is enough to snowball into mass revolt and protest in Rivers State. That is just one good example of how these activities, these unpatriotic actions of Nyesom Wike has affected the people of Rivers. That a court was used to stop the allocation meant for Rivers State without sounding arrogant and without being proud. Rivers State contributes a lot to Nigeria. Rivers State is the hub of oil and gas in Nigeria. And then you stop the allocation of such a state. It can cause chaos. As I speak with you, the facilities of oil and gas in Rivers State is in danger. It's at risk because the people of Rivers State are waiting to watch whether you withhold the allocation that they will use to pay workers, pay teachers, pay civil servants, pay the aged, take care of health care. Stopping that allocation automatically will mean destroying Rivers State. Beyond that, there are several litigations in court, both in Port Harcourt and Abuja. These automatically are consuming a lot of resources that should have been used to better the life of an average Rivers man and Rivers residents. So the unpatriotic actions of Nyesom Wike has continually put Rivers State on the wrong image, on the wrong perspective. Today, Rivers State, that used to be the garden city of Nigeria, is now obvious like a violence. We are seeing like people who can wake up and burn down our councils, local government council secretariat. We are seeing like people who can wake up and burn down the House of Assembly complex because a man decided overnight to impeach the governor without recourse to the people who elected the governor. I don't know if you have seen that kind of thing before. A man woke up in the night without discussing with the electorates, without discussing with different constituencies, took a decision to impeach a governor. That led to the bombing and destruction of the Rivers State House of Assembly complex. That led to the destruction of so many local government secretaries that today, even when police has vacated the local government councils, one is still under lock and key. Ikwere local government, which was burnt down, is still under lock and key as we speak because of the unpatriotic action of one single man. So the unpatriotic actions of Chief Nyesom Wike, the former governor of Rivers State, is destroying the state. You have served as a governor for 8 years. What are you still looking for? Why not allow the current governor, even though you are the one who brought him, you brought him, that he's the best for Rivers State. He was your formal accountant, and you believed in his capacity. Why can't you give him the free hand to function? Why do you want to dictate when he sleeps with his wife and when he goes to toilet? Why will you want to dictate when he eats and when he decides to rest? Why would we want to transport the files of the government to Abuja every Friday for you to meet in Abuja, for you to work on the files and bring back to the governor to implement on a Monday morning? Why go through that stress? You have served out your tenure as a governor for 8 years, unchallenged. In fact, during your tenure as a governor, you ran the system like Abacha did run Nigeria in his time. You oppressed every voice. You challenged every opposition voice. You ensured that everybody was a slave to you. Now you are done with your season. Why can't you allow this young man to also serve the people in a way that he deems fit? His actions has continued to put Rivers State in the wrong pedestal, in the wrong image, and that is horrible because the economy is going down. So many persons are unemployed. So many families are going hungry as a result of this unpatriotic action. It is time that we call on Mr. President, the employer of the minister, to call him to order. He should take up his job in Abuja very serious. Ensure that there is security in Abuja. Ensure that those who own properties are treated properly and equally. That is his assignment. He should ensure that Abuja represent Nigeria, represent Africa as the best capital. And for now, he should hands off Rivers State. He should stay away from Port Harcourt, and that there's a governor here who is saddled with the responsibility to lead Rivers State at this time.
People of the Fountain,